There are two kinds of breakouts in this market. The first kind, you can't miss it, it is loud, it is violent. It shows up on every scanner, every news feed, every social media feed. Everyone sees it, everyone talks about it. And by the time you hear about it, most of the move is already done. The second kind, almost nobody notices. It is quiet, it is patient. It happens on a Tuesday while everyone's looking somewhere else. It doesn't make headlines, it doesn't go viral, but it keeps going and going and going. The 4th of August gave us both on the exact same day, and together they tell a story about what is really happening in this market. If you are new here, hit subscribe. The free weekly story note is in the description. Let me tell you what happened. The first breakout is the one everyone saw, Palantir, ticker PLTR. The 4th of August gave us both on the exact same day. And together, they tell a story about what is really happening in the market. The day before, it closed at $125.65. On August 4th, it opened at $145. That is a $19 gap up before the market even opened. And it didn't stop there. By the end of the day, PLTR closed at $162.66, up 29.5%. In one day, 174 million shares traded hands, more than double the day before. The RSI hit nearly 73. Overbought doesn't even begin to describe it. Let me put that in perspective. The BCP resistance level was sitting at $142.61. That was the line, the ceiling, the level everyone was watching. PLTR opened above it. It didn't test it. It didn't fight it. It just blew right through it like the wall wasn't even there. Look at the 60-minute chart. The first bar of the day, 9:30 to 10:30, the stock jumped nearly 9% in 60 minutes. 9%. In 1 hour, then it just kept grinding higher all day. The high of the day didn't come in the morning panic. It came at 1:30 in the afternoon, 164.52. This wasn't a pump and dump. This wasn't a short squeeze that faded by lunch. This was a real breakout, real buying, real conviction. And the channel lines, all of them, long-term, mid-term, short-term. They're all down there at 130, 131, 137. The price is $25 above the long-term line. That is not just a breakout. That is a complete repricing of the stock. Whatever happened, earnings, a massive AI contract, a government deal. The market decided overnight that Palantir was worth nearly 30% more than it was worth 24 hours earlier. That is the first kind of breakout. The explosion, the fireworks, the one everyone sees. Now let me tell you about the second breakout. The one almost nobody was talking about. Broadcom, ticker AVGO. The day before, AVGO closed at 392.23. It had been coiling for weeks. Tight range, declining volume. The kind of chart most people scroll past. Yesterday, we talked about the coiled spring, about how the most boring charts often have the most exciting endings. Well, on August 4th, the spring released. AVGO opened at $403. It traded as high as $422. It closed at $418.16, up 6.6% on the day. Volume jumped 70%, 29.5 million shares. Not a PLTR style explosion. Nothing close to 29%, but look at what happened technically. The midterm line was at 393.41. For days, AVGO had been coiling right below it, testing it, bouncing off it, building energy. On August 4th, it broke decisively. Price closed above all three channel lines. Long-term at 379, mid-term at 393, short-term at 387. All of them now below the price. Bullish alignment confirmed. The next target, the resistance line at 437.75. That is about 5% from here. Doesn't sound like much, until you remember this is a $400 stock. That is nearly $20 per share to the next level. Now, here's the thing that most people miss. They see PLTR up 29% and they think that is the winner. That is the trade. They see AVGO up 6% and they think that is the boring one. Why bother? But let me ask you a question. Which one has more room to run? The stock that just exploded 29% in a day, with an RSI of 73 sitting $25 above its channel, with everyone in the world watching it? Or the stock that just confirmed its breakout, cleanly, methodically, with room to run to the next resistance level, and almost nobody's talking about it? I'm not saying one's better than the other. They're different. They have different personalities, different risk profiles, different stories. PLTR is the explosion, dramatic, exciting, high risk, high reward. If you caught it, congratulations. If you didn't, chasing a 29% move with an RSI of 73. That is not investing. That is gambling. AVGO is the river, steady, persistent, powerful. It doesn't make headlines. It doesn't go viral, but it keeps moving. And over time, the river carves the canyon. 2 breakouts, same day, 2 completely different stories. And both of them, in their own way, are telling us the same thing. The dam broke on August 4th. The pressure that had been building in AI, in semiconductors, in this market, it finally released. And when it did, it found 2 paths. One was explosive and chaotic. The other was steady and deliberate. The lesson isn't which one you should have bought. The lesson is that breakouts don't all look the same. Some roar, some whisper. And if you only listen for the roar, you'll miss the ones that quietly change everything. So keep watching both. Know your levels, respect the explosion, but don't sleep on the river. Because in this market, the loudest moves get all the attention. But the quiet ones, they often carve the deepest path. If you enjoyed this story, hit subscribe. More market stories every week. The free weekly story note is in the description. See you in the next one.